Yep, it already went live. It already went live. God dang it. We got to put this banner up on front, right? Because so now that I didn't put it up, it's just gonna have our faces like all stuck. As the picture. Yeah, it's the stupidest joint ever, Stacy. Yo, but we're gonna jump into this joint. Music gonna play and then we're gonna ride out. All right?
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
With it. That's why I'm mad with it. With it. With it. That's why I'm mad with it. Straight out the trap with it. Whatever you want, whatever you need, it's on tab, get it. That's why I'm mad with it. That's why I'm mad with it. That's where I'm at. Okay, you chasing clout, oh no way, your shit turn.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to Get in Trouble podcast. Your boy Eddie Liles. Lloyd Lee is not here, but Terrance G is in the building.
Yeet, skeet, skeet.
Hey, and then our guest today is none other than the legend himself, Mr. Stacy Carver.
Hey,
for Stacy Carver. Now,
Sir.
I'm gonna say this up front and frank, Stacy. I fucking love you, man. Like, no, it's different, bro. You different, man. Like every time you on stage, it's just a different element that, like in comedy, that people strive to do but can't pull it off. It's very weird.
Wow.
Like, no, you know that. Don't try that.
I appreciate that.
You know that.
Really, man. I look at myself as a work in progress every day.
For real?
Every day. I'm striving to do better.
As most good men do. Most good men, I think, do.
Yeah.
That.
You know,
Always.
I'm not even 10% of where I want to be.
Period.
As a comic or as a man? As
a comic. As a man, I'm the greatest thing walking the fucking earth.
This guy. Dude, as a comic, like, I'm being so serious. Like, how do you go on stage with that much energy, man? Like, I know you work out like crazy. That's fine. I said that to somebody else. I said, yo, did Stacy start lifting more weights, yo? Like, Stacy look more big, yo. Like, you look like you getting bigger.
Yo, I have a daughter in college, man. I got to let people know I will kill you. That's what that is. She's a freshman at Alabama State. I got to let everybody know. It will go down.
Yo, is that what?
Don't sleep.
Did you really go up in like workout regimens?
No, just weight. Pandemic, dog. Pandemic weight. That's it. You know.
But it don't look like you don't have the weight that I have, Stacy. Like, there's a difference.
Right. I have sexy weight. That's because I have sexy weight.
Yeah. Most years went to the back of your neck, Eddie.
Yes.
That's fact though. That's actually fact.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Terrance. That's why you banned off Facebook now, you asshole.
That's not hard to be.
Nah, not anymore. Nowadays,
I've never been banned off Facebook. I've never been restricted on Facebook.
I haven't even, but I know everybody I know has been.
It's always everybody I know says outlandish shit though.
Right.
So
that's the thing though. Like, don't act like you don't say outlandish shit, Eddie. Like,
I don't.
But it's how you say it and who you present it to.
Exactly. All my people on a lot of the people on my Facebook thread actually know me, even though it's a lot of people, but a lot of them actually, because I was like, I think I got 200 people that invited me to be friends right now on my Facebook, but I don't know them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So like, I don't accept everybody. I don't know. Maybe
only thing I got better. I can't accept people.
You said what?
I can't even accept people anymore.
You got 5,000?
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah,
so I have to wait for Trump supporters to jump off my page, and then I can add people.
Yo,
that's why.
You think you got Trump supporters on your page, bro?
Oh, I know I do. Absolutely.
You're a Trump supporter? I'm not mad at you.
No. But I have friends of all backgrounds, races, and creeds. So I know what they do. And then when I post, then after years,
it's only a matter of time before somebody gets mad.
Right. Somebody gets mad, and then somebody's like, oh, that's Stace. And they go on there like, oh, shit. Then they jump off.
Yo, so speaking of getting mad, how does that work for you getting into comedy, right? Like, let's jump right into it. Okay. How do you deal with the talk nowadays is always about cancel culture, and people get so mad about jokes, and people are so sensitive. You've been in the game for a long time now, so you've seen it evolve and kind of shift and everything. What are your thoughts on cancel culture and you can't say this, or jokes are too offensive being over the line?
Well, everything goes through cycles. Everybody has their time. Black folk, now it's gay. LGBTQ, the whole alphabet. You can't say anything about the alphabet. And then it comes back around. You just let it go through a cycle. I don't even trip on it. You cancel somebody, you just wait it out, then they'll be back.
Right.
If they can survive, they'll be back. At one time they weren't playing R. Kelly songs. Now R. Kelly songs are
my God.
Come on.
Yeah. So is the Dave Chappelle Pistol on you, Jake.
No,
when the R. Kelly video came out, everybody stopped listening to it. And then the Chocolate album came out. What is it? The Chocolate Room or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
That joint came out. Chocolate Factory. And that joint was fire.
No, mad fire.
And everybody forgot that he just pissed on a 12-year-old. Like
because everybody was doing that toot and beep shit. That was what it was.
Come on, man. You remind me of my Jeep.
Everybody's like,
I'm ready to ride.
And now that he ain't got no albums coming out, nobody give a fuck about R. Kelly. That's just what it is, bro.
But those people who own the rights to his music are like, all right, they forgot. Let's bump his shit again so I can get paid.
He needs to get paid because he's got to drop those herpes charges.
That's crazy. That was crazy.
The herpes charges got to
go. They tried to shit on that man so hard, bro.
Herpes is a virus.
Not a bacteria.
Not bacterial, yo.
So drop the charge.
Virus.
That was the wordplay. That's hilarious.
Crazy.
So hold on, hey. So do you believe what Cat Williams said was true? Because it resonated when he said it, right? Where he was like, the cancel culture. Name a person that got canceled that we still care about. Everybody that was good that got canceled came back. Right. Everybody that got canceled and went away. We didn't give a fuck about them because they weren't some people make mistakes, and then some people and they got to learn how to curtail their jokes. But people that don't want to change with the times, they just gonna go away.
That's what I said. They're gonna come back. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. They canceled Bill Cosby. They canceled Bill. Bill's about to do a freaking tour.
Yeah. I'm still going to that tour if he comes back.
Look, come on.
I ain't gonna lie to you, son.
They made a dance to Bill Cosby, bro. It don't get no better. Come on, man.
I don't think
it's phony. Cancel culture is phony.
We just had an argument about this yesterday. I just said this to them. Cancel culture is not first off, cancel me, please, so that I can get bigger. Because I don't think I'm big enough to be canceled. But that's what how many people have we found out about because they were quote unquote canceled? They're doing a disservice. Now, Terrance was saying for regular people. I do think for regular people, it does get a little bit more tricky.
Absolutely.
When you a person that wants to be in the limelight, it's all right, yeah, whatever. If I'm really good at my job, I'll be back. Don't worry about it. But people that are regular people that don't have the guy, what was the electrician, Terrance?
Yeah.
He put up the OK sign.
Yeah, basically he was a Hispanic electrician for a power company in San Diego or something. Yeah, he was driving the company vehicle, had his hand out the window, loosely, but somebody said it was that OK symbol that people associate now with white supremacy. And this dude lost his job, lost the unemployment benefits and claims, and can't get a job and stuff. Yeah, it's
average culture, cancel culture is in your ass.
Yeah,
right.
It's crazy.
Okay?
It's fucked.
Famous person, it's gonna help your ass.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's why I said cancel me. Cancel me.
Have you ever had to deal with that shit? Because I said, you're not really offensive. You're just energetic as hell.
Right.
But have you ever had it? Because you still work when you were working, right?
Yeah.
A regular job.
Right. I had to go back.
Part-time job.
I have glasses.
Nigga.
So I need benefits and I have a bifocal. So that's important. That's important to me. I have good benefits because the bifocal line is blended in, so you don't even see it. So yeah.
You got real good shit.
Yeah, Look, I have 3 kids in college, bro. I do everything.
So
janitor.
What made you go to that style? Because correct me if I'm wrong. Are you a Q?
Yes.
You walk like a Q. You are the epitome of a Q.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. I never knew you was a Q until
Yeah.
like when I met you in person at the hideout. I was like, I think he a Q, yo.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
I'm guessing fraternity.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you don't know what a Q
Omega
is?
Psi Phi, Omega Psi Phi fraternity incorporated.
I was making sure.
Yes.
Okay.
The best fraternity in the whole world.
Just in case anybody else didn't understand, Q, like, hey,
Q.
you got some white trash following on here, Eddie. They'd be like, Q, barbecue, like no.
I got some white frat brothers. I got some white frat brothers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's
we
a
get
couple
it in.
of them.
Yo, people love the Qs.
But we
So
do
is that do you give
trash.
like being a Q part of like your demeanor on stage of like, you know what I'm saying? Like Qs are known for like not caring. Like you guys are like, we here to party. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then some
Very
of them
bodacious.
Yeah,
like party
yo, let's turn up. Like, is that where your style came from?
No, I mean my style is me. I mean, if you know me, or if you see me and you get to know me, you're like, okay, he's not the same person off stage that he is on stage. So my on stage that's my alter ego. In many, it's like that's when I can become a superhero. That's why I look at it. You know,
so in a way, then you're kind of opposite of where, like, what I strive to be is in that the person that I am off stage is the person I want to be on stage,
right?
Because that's when I'm at my funniest. So I'm actually intrigued by that. Is that because of the profession? Is that just a cognitive dissonance that you choose, or is that just that's how it clicked for you?
That's how it came.
Okay.
That's how it's always been. As a, people see me as a kid. I wear glasses. I've been blind since birth. So people always think you're smart, think you're a nerd.
But you are smart.
And quiet, I am very smart. So I had to learn to embrace that shit. Right? It's cool to be smart. But then it was just like, you know what? But I noticed when I opened my mouth, people were attracted to me. If I'm quiet, they're not attracted to me. If I open my mouth, like, oh my God, you got something to say, or you're funny. So it was the same thing on stage. Like, all right, off stage, I'm laid back, chilled, really don't mess with a whole bunch of people. Get on stage, we go in.
Let's go to work.
That's how it's been.
So, but how long have you been? Were you doing comedy in college, or were you doing comedy right after college?
Because I started doing comedy right after college. In college, I started hosting shows. Hosting different shows. People thought I was fine. I always wanted to be a comedian, but I was always scared to get on stage. So I would go to open mics in Philly, in New York, and get there exactly when open mic started. And be like, shit, I missed it. And I was about to graduate from college, got into a horrible car accident.
Sorry to hear that.
Shit, that's a long time ago. Almost died, and was like, you know what? If this shit didn't kill me, getting on stage and somebody not liking me is not going to kill me.
Damn.
That's fact.
That's why I had to open your eyes.
And from then I was like, actually, I started getting on as I was rehabbing because I had to learn how to walk all over again. That's when I started getting on stage. Matter of fact, first time on stage with crutches, leaving a rehab session after a surgery, I went to the Peppermint Lounge.
What the fuck is that?
So, all right, so now you can. All right, so we're going back. So Peppermint.
I'm sorry.
So I'm gonna give you some history. You know I'm an OG. So Def Jam comedy came out of the Peppermint Lounge in New Jersey.
Oh yeah. We had
I was going to say it rang a bell, but I couldn't put a finger on it.
Yeah, someone that talked about it.
Bill Bellamy, Bob Sumner.
Bob Sumner had spoke about
that's
it.
where
that's right.
The whole concept came out of that club.
Right.
And it was like that was the shit. That's what you did. Every comic who's famous now, they all came out of who was on Def Jam. They all stepped through the Peppermint. You had to. So
do you think it's any room as tough as the Peppermint right now? Because Bob was telling the stories about when Bill was there, and like just people didn't like people, but it was like you had to learn.
Dude, when I tell you, my first 60 seconds was fire.
Oh, for real?
Fire. After that, I took a breath and got booed.
Was it the breath? Was it mother? Was it a little smelly that night? You know, was the breath a little too long? You know,
I think I paused too long.
Hey, I did that at the show the other day.
I think I paused too long. Will you, boo, bitch? Like, why?
Yeah.
It was no rhyme, no reason.
Just done.
I remember one time that happened to me. I had said a joke. It just did so fucking good. It nailed. And then I kind of let the ride go a little bit. I went like this. And then one girl in the back, she was like, Sandman. I swear to God. And I was like, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
You get, has it happened to you since? Or is that like, you like learned your lesson right then and there?
I mean,
I learned my lesson on this one.
I mean, you learn your lesson. Does everybody have a bad set? Absolutely.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the game. When Steve Harvey got booed on Kings of Comedy.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that. Yeah.
And he's Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
He's on the highest grossing comedy tour ever. He's the anybody can catch it at any time.
Hell, even Bill Burr more recently. Like, I wouldn't necessarily
that
say
wasn't
he
recent.
bombed.
That was 10 years ago.
No, on the SNL monologue he did like 2 months ago.
He didn't get booed?
No, the non-response that he got during the monologue.
It was a pandemic.
What
are you talking about, Terrance? You're such a white guy right now, yo.
Then it's how you interpret stuff, bro.
Yep. It is how you interpret. It was 50 people in the audience. Yeah. 50 people in the audience, and they weren't getting the
silence. You know, you got that silence where you're commanding the crowd.
Right.
No matter what I say, they love it. I can breathe, and they're going to laugh.
Right.
Then it's silence. Like, when the hell are you getting the fuck off stage?
Yeah, there was more awkward pauses for Bill Burr than what you typically see with Bill Burr.
Well, Bill Burr was also talking shit about white women, which is all of SNL's
Agreed. And that's
but it was one of the best monologues in recent history.
That doesn't change the fact that they were still silent.
As comics, we love folk who just, who teeter the line and don't give a damn.
Right. That's like, so do you find, like, I was telling somebody else that, so I was in New York Friday last week, and I was walking with the seller, because shout out Frankie French got past the cellar. So I'm walking with Frankie into the cellar, and when we walk in, I see Jim Norton, right? And old school comic back in the day. And I was like, yo, I almost like fanned out. I just saw Jim Norton. Right, I just walked past Jim Norton, and everybody was like, "For real, you was gonna fan out over Jim Norton?" Out of all, dog, he doesn't care when he's on stage. He's very free on stage. He doesn't give a fuck what you think about him. Like, he tells you all the bullshit that most people would keep secret, and he tells you all the lovely shit that most people don't. You know what I'm saying? Think you don't need to hear, but he doesn't care. He's just free on stage. Like that, it's a comfort level for people to love you for be that. Am I wrong in that?
Right. And as a comic, you love that.
Dang.
I strive to be that.
Absolutely.
You go in zones. Absolutely, bro. I go in on I hate because I go in out of zones of caring. I'm like, why do I care right now?
Yo.
Why? And I hate that. But you're human.
You've been doing this for years. You still care about this shit sometimes?
Absolutely. Wow. I mean, I do so much, bro. I'm a teacher. I own a dance school. I'm a philanthropist. I got mentees. Yeah, you didn't know that? Oh, yeah.
You own a dance school?
I'm a philanthropist. So my wife and I have a studio called Studio A Foundation. Over the last 15 years, we've given over $500,000 away in scholarships to Maryland. Well, now international students.
Wow.
Juniors, seniors. Right.
I knew that you were a teacher, but I didn't know about that. So
yeah, I knew the teacher part. I didn't know. I didn't know if you wanted to say that you was a teacher, but
that's
why I didn't bring it up before either.
I'm out the classroom. classroom. Now I manage all the special education students and teachers. So that's what I do.
Okay. That's okay. Yeah, I was like, I ain't gonna say he's a teacher.
I'm not. No more lesson plans. Thank you.
But hold on, so it's dance. So like, are you big into dance? Like, you doing the TikTok dances or what?
Dog, come on, bro. We grown. It's business. Who are you talking to? Dog, ballet, modern, tap, jazz. I own a dance school, Studio A. Modeling Etiquette and Dance Academy, Randallstown, Maryland. We had 2 locations, had to shut one down because of the pandemic. But I got the hottest dance school in Maryland.
Wow.
Well, big congratulations. Not that you need it from us.
That's dope as hell. Yeah, I mean,
we produce professional dancers. So we prepare young people to go into to performing arts, middle schools, high schools, and to take on dance as a career.
Wow.
That's what we
do. Crazy. So all right. So get into 2 things about the pandemic. You just threw me all the way off. I'm dead at it. And I gotta make sure I lead my way back to the question I want to ask. All right, but swerve, right? Because during the pandemic, y'all were doing the jam sessions with the the top 5s, and you was playing all the music online. Yeah. You was live, and I was kind of like a little bit like jealous because you was catching like 15 people on live, like while you was just, you know what I'm saying? And y'all was just your family was just chilling.
Dog, I was bored. I did it because I was bored. Really, and people were like, "Yo, keep doing it." And I was like, "Okay." But I was doing it, and my son is a DJ, so my son DJs is a professional DJ. Shout out to Bowie State. So he is the
all day BSU baby.
Yeah, he's the vice president of campus activities, and he's the official campus DJ at Bowie State. So, so I'm letting him know, like, look, grown people different. Like, you go for likes. I'm not mad at the likes. Do your thing. Yo, get as many followers as possible, but watch, grown people are going to pay you.
Right.
I'm like, what? Yeah. I said, look, no, I like play old school music. Watch. All my friends are going to pay you. You don't have a job because you need a job in my house, right?
That's hilarious.
We start playing dog. We start doing it, and folks are just cash apping this dude. I'm broke during the pandemic. This dude is making, every time we got on, dog, he's making $200 to $300 a night off of donations.
Just like, DJing.
Just because they're like, yo, you a good kid, you play old school music,
right?
And we get it
in. That's dope as hell.
So that's
dope as hell. The joint, I like tuned in a couple times, like while driving, just put my joint, link my joint up to the speaker, and was just like, all right, let's jam out.
I appreciate that. Yeah, man. Like, I was doing it because I was bored, couldn't do anything. Yeah. Couldn't do nothing. Couldn't do nothing. I was like, that's what we're gonna do.
Did that mess with your creative process? Like, we had several comedians on throughout the pandemic as we did it, during, and lots of us kind of couldn't deal with that whole Groundhog Day because it affected the creativity process. Because I'm one that I got to live. I got to see people. I got to interact. That's where I get my spark from. If I'm stuck in the house, I ain't got nothing. Did that affect you as well?
But absolutely. Yeah. I think I went crazy a little bit. Absolutely, I lost my goddamn mind. See people and just switching over because it's a mindset shift.
Yeah,
to being online and creating online material.
Right.
And for those people who do it, I'm like, they're genius. I love it. I love my friends who were doing it. I'm like, yo, that's dope as hell. But just every day, just being stuck and not seeing a way out. Because like I said, you used to getting on stage. That's my life. That's like 2-3 times a night, 4 times a night, you getting on goddamn stage. And when all that's taken away, you go crazy. And then it's like, all right, I'm gonna get back at it. But then everybody's scared of scared of the virus. So now it's like, all right, if I go out, am I going to contaminate my family? I don't want to kill somebody, but damn, I need to get on stage. I need to work this shit out.
Right. So with that being said, like, are you going to go back to doing it? Or you going to, like, even Marcus Brown is up here comment, like he asked this question 4 times at this point. Right. Fucking Jesus. Like, he asked the same question 5 times. Let me just answer this shit so we can move on with the pod. Now, are you going to bring it back or nah, you done with it?
No, we bringing it back.
Bringing it back?
I'm going to bring it back.
You going to do it on Fridays, Saturdays, though?
I don't know. There's some things going on right now. Everybody's busy. So as soon as the fam gets back to some type of normalcy, then we're gonna try to bring it back. Absolutely.
That's dope. So, like, all right. So with that, now Marcus Brown, shut the fuck up. All right. So,
yo, shout out to Marcus. Marcus like the biggest fan.
Yo, that's my guy, bro.
Because you create stuff. So then it's like, oh, let's get on with my son. Then people fell in love with my wife. My daughter. She's not even there. It's just then it just grew. Dog, it grew into like this Carver thing. And folks is like, yo, you need a sitcom. Y'all need a reality TV show.
Yo, that's what you should have taped the joint, bro. You didn't get with somebody and just have the joint going.
I need that. But then, like I said, then it just evolved, and then it was like, all right, then people started doing stuff. You know, everybody's like got back to a little bit of normalcy, or some other things happened to where we couldn't do it anymore.
So is with that being said, right? With the normalcy coming back, but the Delta trying to like, you know what I'm saying, put us back in the house. Right. Like, are you like hitting the pavement? Like, I tried for a second, like I did July, I went ham. And then I was like, listen, August is already a bad month without a pandemic. I'm not fucking with August. I just knew I couldn't do it. Like September, I'm coming back hard. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, is that the same thing with you? Same momentum for you?
As far as doing my own shows, yeah, coming back hard in September. Matter of fact, I just locked down a whole bunch of dates today.
Nice.
You know, putting folks down. So we're going hard for September. Booked for August, which is great. Other people's joints.
Right.
And ready to rock and roll. Ready to get it in. But like I said, the pandemic, dog, this Delta virus, you know, shout out to the Deltas. Y'all killing y'all killing the game. Oh, and for those people who don't know, that's a sorority.
Right. So for all the Terrance's people, that's a sorority.
So be like, what are you talking about?
I'm telling you, there's all white trash folks are very grateful for that.
What the hell is going on right now? So yeah, we getting it in, bruh. But you start doing shows like I was supposed to do. Shout out to Pierre. I was supposed to do Pierre's show. It got pushed back a week right now. I'm not sure if that's because of the pandemic. So I don't, you know,
what Pierre's show is up.
All right, so Pierre is an old school comic.
No, we had Pierre on the podcast.
We had Pierre on the podcast.
We had him on the podcast. Yeah, I didn't know he had a show.
Where is the show?
So I'm on his joint. It was supposed to be this weekend coming up. He pushed it to the 28th. So shout out to Pierre. So we're getting it in, bro.
Do you know where the show is, though? Do you know where that Pierre show
backyard.
Is? Huh?
Dog, his backyard. This dude turned his yard into a comedy club.
Pierre did?
Yes.
Damn. Yeah. Yo, I've seen a couple of these, right? Like what's his name? Ladies' Night.
Chappelle was doing it.
Dave Chappelle was doing it. What's the name? We do it at State Fair.
Ladies' Night joint outside. Tommy has
Tommy Taylor. That's what I was thinking about.
Tommy Taylor.
Kevin Hart did it in his living room.
Kevin Hart did it in his living room.
Like, yeah,
that was not his living room, man. Come on, son.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a big ass room in his house.
It's what they said was his living room. Yeah, in his house. Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
So, dog, we getting it in as much as possible, you know. No, but I was and shout out to my man Tony Woods. Tony Woods and friends at the Improv.
Yeah, I was there. I saw you walking around all swole.
I'm still like situations like that. I'm leery of the virus and crowds.
Right.
So, you know, I spoke stuff out. Then I'm like, you know, do I really want to hit the stage right now? Like, you know.
No, I saw you with your mask on like crazy.
No, I stayed masked up.
Yeah. So this is the one thing I did here. You tell me if this story is true. I'm gonna try to say it as fast as I can. Okay. Somebody had a show out Baltimore. You were on the show. It was an outside show, right? But it was during a pandemic. And then a shit ton of people showed up. And they said you went in the corner, sat down with your mask and a drink. You didn't move. People was like, "What's up?" You was like, "What's up?" And you basically was looking at people like, keep it fucking moving. You went on stage, crushed, got on stage, and walked out.
Yeah.
They was like Stacy Carver looked like a man on a mission. Like, don't talk to me, don't touch me, don't look like stay the fuck away from me. I'm going on this stage, I'm gonna work, and I'm leaving.
That was one of the turning points right there for me, honestly. Because it was a lot going on, bruh. So and that was like the heart of the pandemic.
Yeah. It was in the middle of it.
It was, you know, a lot had been going on to where it's like, yo, folks are scared, happy, but then you got all that going on. Like, yo, touch me, don't touch me, you know, I'm good. And you got so many different elements. So it was just like, bruh, I just need to you know what, do what I came to do and get the hell out.
Right.
That's all I could do. That
I ain't mad at it.
And then after that, I got summoned. Tell you how crazy it is. So after that show, I got put in my basement at my house. I was quarantined by my family. My family's like, "Yo, go in the basement. Don't touch anybody."
After that one show,
they didn't give you any room for air or nothing. Yep.
That's what I'm telling you. It was like, it's not a game. It was like, yo, don't talk to nobody. Go in the basement.
I mean, it makes sense.
White kids, serious as hell. It was like, you let people touch you.
Yeah.
Go downstairs.
So I'm not with my daughter doesn't live with me anymore, but that was how I felt every time I went out. Like, a lot of people didn't understand that shit. Like, I would go out to a show and I literally wouldn't go around my daughter. Like, I was FaceTiming my daughter like crazy. She's only like 5. She was 4 at the time. Like, I'm like, yo, like, I don't want to go pick you up and bring you over here because if I do, it's other people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I still got to do comedy, and I hated Zoom.
Right.
Like, what a passion. Yo, cannot do it.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is super annoying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm not, I can't.
You got a 5-year-old.
Right.
I got 20, 19, 18, and a grown-ass wife. They're like, you're ignorant. Go downstairs. What?
I mean, what happens?
I ain't mad at it. Yo, I ain't mad at it. That, like, I ain't mad. You gotta protect yourself. You gotta protect yourself before you protect everybody else.
They put me in the basement.
Yo.
I'm supposed to be the king of my kingdom.
Right.
Yo,
that's
he got R. Kelly.
They put King Joffrey. They locked me up.
They R. Kelly you.
No, that was Akon right there. They won't let him out.
Put him in the basement.
So what are you planning on doing now that it's over? Like, what do you think is about to happen? Like, that's because everybody got their assumptions on what's going to happen. I'm like me and you both said, we planning for September. We got all these shows coming up in September. Like, I'm like, all right, I don't think it's gonna go bad. Like, I don't think it's gonna. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna shut us back down.
Yeah, we're not gonna get shut down again, but people are going to get sick. I see that.
Yeah.
Well, you got a lot of the people that are getting mandated to get vaccines because companies are now stepping up and saying a condition of our employment is that you get vaccinated to help in the pandemic.
Oh no, government just DC government literally just put
right. So you have that, but you also have what CNN has already done it, but then there was like a meat packing or a food plant, something or a grocery store, something along those lines that just said they were going to mandate that becomes a thing. They're going to make you get vaccinated. So it's going to come down to employers saying you're not going to do it.
Insurance companies.
Right.
Insurance companies are going to raise your premiums if you're not vaccinated.
But most people are vaccinated. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most people are vaccinated.
I didn't get vaccinated. My whole family is. I didn't get it.
You didn't want to do it?
I'm not yet. I let them work the kinks out first. So I don't do the first trials on anything I know about. Because it's not worked out yet. Everybody who's got it right now, you're the human guinea pigs.
I agree with you. I said it on, but I also knew I had to travel. And so I got
travel.
Yeah, I took the
chance. Masked up. I stay away from people.
No, but you know what it is? Like, but like New York, you can't get in nowhere in New York right now. I mean, you can, but you can't. You know what it is. Yeah, you can, but you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want, like, me personally, I've taken every other vaccine. So, like, I stay vaxxed up. So that was the only thing for me.
So you got the HPV?
Yeah. I literally have every vaccine.
Really?
Like, every vaccine. I'm not allergic to anything. So I've never had an adverse reaction to any vaccine or, you know what I'm saying, anything like that. So I just.
So you just go out, just randomly look for vaccines and just take them?
No. If they say if it's a vaccine that, like, you know what I'm saying, I should take, then I take it.
No.
But I don't I've had this conversation with multiple people. Like, I don't believe in mandating it, and I think this is we're going down a slippery slope. I am one of those people,
and I'm one of those people. About why all of a sudden is this mandated?
Right.
So two things real quick. We do have. To be fair, we do have Supreme Court precedents, which is always a big thing here in America. Supreme Court precedents in the previous pandemic, they did mandate vaccines. So I imagine that's going to be pro whatever coming into this next part when it comes to COVID-19. So I know you get a lot of people that are like, don't do it. I have a problem with you mandating it. I'm just saying the precedent has been set. I think we're fucked no matter what. They're going to mandate it regardless.
What doesn't make sense is, and I hear what you're saying, so you have to have a vaccine. You have to have your shots to go to school.
Right.
So if that's the case, why aren't kids mandated to have the shot to go to school? And we all know
they're about to do that.
Schools and children are petri dishes of diseases.
I think they're about to do that though.
But they already started doing it. They went with the
masks.
No. On the kids, so 12 and older have to get vaccinated now.
12 and older have to get vaccinated. They've already got the trials for 6 months to 11 years. Those have been underway for the last. No, right.
It's a trial.
I think the thing with this one was I'm not a scientist and I don't really care, but I'm just to make conversation on the podcast. Like I think the thing was that they were saying they were trying to get the people who are most quote unquote most likely can die from COVID vaxxed first, and then kids like the kids were like 0.001 under 12. Like died or had big symptoms from the shit.
Dude.
So that's why they didn't go with them at first.
All the lunch ladies are going to die. I mean, that's it. You don't vaccinate these kids. No. Kids are roaches and rats. They carry diseases. All the lunch ladies are going to die.
Hey, yo, that was just so quick, though.
How do you know that? Are you seeing all these diseased?
So I did hear a good, interesting point that would be.
I'm sorry, because he's right.
I see no lies.
So funny to me.
I see no lies.
Yeah,
no.
Nah, I just.
No janitors
in a school bus drive. I'm sorry.
School bus drive.
All I'm seeing now is just the really floppy parts of the backs of their arms, like as they're scooping the mashed potatoes because they just kind of rip it.
I'm done.
They're gone.
No, so like all right, but like with the vaccine, I'm sorry, I can't. With the vaccination cards, right? Like, I think that shit is bullshit.
Oh,
like, I don't like that shit. When you got
forcing to show it.
I've been in the clubs where folks are selling vaccination
cards.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't trust anybody.
We've talked about it here on the podcast because there was a bar owner in California somewhere.
California was
$25 a pop, right?
No.
So yeah, you
easy peasy. No. Hey, look, in New York, them drinks is now 100. So don't get it messed up. I'm not going
to mention the person's name. $50 a pop.
Yeah.
I watched them sell 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
It said, Stace, I'll give you, because you OG. I give you 30.
Damn, and it's crazy because the shot is free. They paid $50 when the shot is
but
free.
See, but you got people that don't like I see some people like I see people like when the FAA when they approve it because it's still not approved or signed off or by the FDA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are like, yo, when the FDA say we good, then I'll take this shit. Right. But I ain't touching with the FDA. I was a bitch. I'm not gonna lie about it. Like I was a bitch. They was like, listen, you're not gonna be able to travel and do shows on the road if you don't get a vaccine. And I was like, I'm not Stacy Carver. I've never been on TV. I need to get this shit.
Which one you got?
Moderna. I got Moderna.
All right. As long as you didn't get Johnson & Johnson.
Oh, no.
I'm good with you.
I was so good with that.
I got Pfizer on mine.
You got Pfizer. My family has Pfizer.
I'm gonna be honest. When they said you only need one shot for the Johnson & Johnson, I know some people was like, oh, cool, then I only got to deal with it once. I was like, no.
When I saw like 20% efficacy less, I was like,
when they said 70%
for me. Yeah, I was like,
come on, bro, you can't get out of grad school with a 70%.
I was like, get out of here. There's no way.
Come on, bro.
So
that joint sounded. I wanted my shit in 2 shots, bro. Fuck you.
But if you got 2 bad shots, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's true, but maybe the Moderna I haven't heard too many bad. I didn't have really bad
baby powder right. I'm not messing with them.
So I did hear some interesting points from a post on Facebook or somewhere. And I don't remember who the lady was, but she basically was talking about how, a lot of people that are vaccine hesitant are talking about they don't want to be a part of the experiment that's under the vaccine. And that's understandable. But you're kind of at risk of being at a different experiment and being people that catch COVID. And a lot of people hear that 99% survival rate, and they're like, that means I'm good. But that doesn't account for what COVID might do to you in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, if you catch, say, pneumonia and COVID's there and it was never dealt with, or it was already there and spreading it and whatnot. And so I think that's an interesting thing to think about. Would that be something that affects your decision? Not that it matters, but is that something that you would think about?
No.
I lost you.
No. Like I said, I just wanted to go through 2 to 3 years of
Jesus.
Right. Yeah. Oh, no, originally it was 5. I work the kinks out. They need to work all the kinks out. All right. This first batch. Okay. Now we see those areas we missed. All right. Because now live trials right now. It's real world trials. All right. And you got to see, like, my son has epilepsy. So how's it going to affect him?
Right.
Someone who has heart disease. Someone who has cancer. These are things you're accounting for. Right. Okay. Right. People in urban areas, people in cities, people in suburban areas, people who live in Hawaii, people who live in New Jersey. It's different variables that have to be accounted for. Yep. That they didn't think about. So once they work all that out, I'm not opposed to the vaccine. I just don't want the first dose.
Right. Yeah. I didn't mean to insinuate that either. I was just curious
but
about
that. Ask. I'm like, I'm not against the vaccine at all. I think it's great. Like, I watched what's the Will Smith movie with the zombies? We made his own vaccine.
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend.
They're coming out with a sequel to that, by the way.
Yeah.
Sequel, I Am Legend. He killed the dog, man. I don't want to see this shit anymore.
Come on, dog. Should have given the dog.
Yeah, I definitely thought we was about to run down that. I thought I was about to be Will Smith. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I was like, I'm about to lose a whole rack of weight and become Will Smith right now.
He gained the shit.
I know. Yep. I did. Yep. Yo, leave me. Listen, I can lose my weight, Stacy, if I wanted to.
Okay, sounds good.
I guess you've been not wanting to for a very long time.
Yeah.
No. Listen. I'm gonna be honest. Like, matter of fact, Stacy, because I was gonna ask you this question. I was wondering, do you think working out like that actually helps you in comedy, or you just do it for health reasons?
That's for me.
Man,
it never.
I think it hurts
because I mean, some of the most out of shape people are the funniest people on the planet.
I was about to say. I think honestly, being in shape, and correct me if I'm wrong, Stacy. I think being in shape actually makes you less funny for most people because some people can't focus on things outside of your appearance.
Right. I've had that. I've gotten off stage. And had great set. And I've had women say, I don't know what the hell you said.
Yeah.
That's your body.
Yeah.
But no.
They said you were funny, but
let's not do this though, right? Like, majority of comics that are big names are in shape. You don't think so?
No, they got in shape.
There's like two.
No.
There's like two.
Hughley was always in shape.
Kevin Hart
started working out once he was Dave.
Yeah, thank you.
Super famous. Kevin Hart.
Well, Dave was just skinny as fuck. But Martin was in shape. Eddie was in shape. Richard was in shape. Martin was in shape. Oh, whoa! Let's not do this.
Martin was skinny. Martin wasn't in shape.
You shared a stage with Martin.
Martin did karate. But you can't call that shape?
Yeah, right.
Okay,
just because he played Dragonfly Jones doesn't mean that he was.
Eddie Murphy was not in shape. Eddie Murphy
Silence.
No, Eddie is the GOAT.
Eddie had a six-pack.
Eddie who?
Eddie Murphy had a six-pack.
I mean, okay, so we had Budweiser in the corner.
Dude,
what does that mean?
I know plenty of skinny dudes that have never reached past 120 pounds that have six packs, but that's only because they have no fat on them and they never will.
Okay.
Right.
That doesn't mean that they're in shape.
Okay, gentlemen, just because both of you guys work out at the gym all the time, y'all can relax, okay? Let me say it better, okay? Let me put it in better perspective for you guys, okay?
Rip Michaels
smaller guys
just got buff.
Yeah. Rip, they get big.
And Rip was fat. And
Rip
he was fat. Hilarious.
Yeah. Rip got I just saw a picture of that, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I remember reading a story where Will Ferrell said that he ended up intentionally putting on weight because he got more responses from being chubbier. So I'm telling you, there's something there to physique. Like if you don't appear as in shape, you're going to be funnier and more memorable for your jokes.
Now, no. I don't know if that, well, I mean, whatever. Everybody has their opinion on that. But I did notice that Elo was the one who said it to me when I was coming up. He said, everybody wants me to be the fat.
I don't know what the hell y'all just said. You just went out.
Oh, yeah. Your joint is you freezing up on us, man. I think it's that Baltimore Wi-Fi out here, yo. Like, because it's thunderstorming outside. Yeah, because it's thunderstorming outside. Yeah. So the joint just wasn't, because mine did it for a second when it first started.
Yeah.
No, but what I was saying was, I think like Elo used to say this to me when I first started. Like sometimes
Elo, hilarious. He is a ball of pudge.
No, but see, that's what I was about to say. He was about to say people always want you to be the fat funny guy, and like I just want to be the funny. Like Elo's lost a shit ton of weight. Mind you,
where
have you seen Elo lately? He's not your size, Stacy. He's not. He's been traveling. You know what? You fat shamer. You fat shamer.
But he's hilarious.
That's the thing with.
He's lost at least 80 pounds.
He was an athlete. You know, he was like a hell of an athlete.
Yeah.
No, you would never know he can run.
That's the thing with you fat guys is y'all never put the weight loss to scale. Put your weight loss to scale.
What the fuck are you talking about right now,
bro? You fat boys like to celebrate like, oh, I lost 5 pounds. Like we need something to scale. Like 5 pounds on your 350 is nothing. Like that means nothing.
Oh, let me help you out. Terrance, I really
need a more significant portion of your body.
Jackass up.
Give me like 10 to 12.
How much do you weigh? 250?
So I'm as big as I've ever been. Like now I'm at 210. 210? 210. I like to be around 198, but
if I got to your size, you do understand that but if I got to your size all workout, I would never look like you. You don't understand, like your physique. For me to get to your, like, I would look like skin and bones, bro. Like,
I understand.
Like, I've been one. Listen, I haven't grown. No. Listen, I haven't grown since I was 16. So let's make sure this is understood. I went into college at 220. Like, I know it exactly. And I have not got taller since I went into college. Like, my point is like, bro, I remember being skin and bones. I gained muscle because I wanted to be bigger.
I'm saying your scale is off. I'm saying your scale is off. You celebrate
what I'm trying to tell you, though. What I'm trying to tell you.
Like one of
no. If you lose 5 pounds, 5 pounds on anybody doesn't really make a difference. Like, let's be honest. But 80 pounds on anybody does. Just because he's bigger doesn't mean like, oh, well, he doesn't like, you know what I'm saying? He's still fat. Yeah, he can still be fat. If he weighed 400 pounds and got down to 320, you still can see the difference is all I'm saying. 275 is my weight. 275 is my weight. This is just being honest with you. 275 is my weight. Yeah.
Your ideal weight. Let's make that clear.
No, bro. Like, I'm never going to drop underneath 260. Ever. In my, like, I could run every day and would never run underneath 250.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's your ideal weight.
You're
saying that you're 275. You're not 275 right now.
I'm a 275 guy. I'm
definitely not 275 right now.
So is your baby mama small?
No. My daughter's freaking huge. My daughter. So
your baby mama's thick too.
Oh, not yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, because it was a lot of fatricity going on when y'all was getting it in.
Like, you know, when you just first open a jar of mayonnaise and you slap a spoon across the top.
No,
that's what that sounds.
Don't talk about her like that. Don't talk about.
I'm just saying. No, but
I'm talking about Terrance, dumbass.
There's nothing wrong with thickness.
No. She's too big ass people. I like no, not like that. I can tall. You know what I'm saying?
Like
tall. Yeah. And now I think short. Like you know, this is how it moves. You move around. But so I don't like.
How tall? Like, you like tall women? Like how tall?
No. I love women.
Women. Okay.
I love women. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie about it. I messed with somebody
that's a good thing.
4'10". My ex-wife was 5'10". Like literally a whole foot difference.
Wow. Okay.
My daughter's 5 wearing a size like 9. Like age 9.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. But skinny. My whole family. This is the difference between my family. This like, yeah. I listen. My whole family is all athletes. My sister played ball. I played ball. My father played football. My mom weightlifts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my whole family.
That was weird right there. That just got real weird. My sister played ball. I played ball. My mom deadlifts.
Yeah. Dog.
He's basically like
my mom Coast Guard deadlift.
Basically the Bubba Gump of sports.
This is not a joke. This is not a game out here.
I love it.
This is not a game out here.
I don't mess with my moms.
Yeah, no. Like, no. So this is what moms did, Stacy. This is some real shit. I played football at Bowie State. I got So I got accepted by Bowie. When I go to school, I come back a semester later. My mom's like, "Oh, I can lift 160 pounds," and I was like, "What? Like doing what?" Like she was like, "Oh, I do deadlifts now at work," and da 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 da. I go back to school. I get bigger. I come back home. Oh, I can lift 225. I was like, "Hold up, what is happening right now?" My mom, I think she maxed out at like 280 or something like that.
That's crazy.
As a woman, like just
and for what? She just wanted to work out.
Because she was like, "You're not gonna be bigger than me," and you're not gonna raise your voice to me. Like that was her whole thing.
I like your moms.
Yeah.
That's how.
Dead ass though. She was like, "You're not gonna raise your voice to me."
That's what my mom like.
Hey, my mom 5'9".
I got 2 sons. No, sir. You better hit them now. Kick them at 1.
Yeah.
I'll be able to knock them out.
That's the mental real estate.
That's what I said. Listen, my daughter. I told people I don't want my daughter to play basketball unless she asks to play basketball. Not even a joke. I want volleyball or something. Because if she had my temperament, she's going to knock somebody the fuck out.
Yo, anything that's going to get a scholarship, let's do it. Make some money, let's go.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this.
My daughter's a dancer. Come on, we get it in. She played basketball. Now she's a dancer.
I'm trying to get a chess scholarship. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm trying to get a chess scholarship. I want my daughter to go to school.
No, whatever it is.
I'm so white trash. I don't even know how to play chess. Checkers, baby. All day. King me.
How do you not know how to play chess?
I never learned it. I'm white trash, bro.
Do you play chess, Stacy?
Dog, I know a little bit. I'm not good. But I know all the pieces from the board.
I know like 2 things where you can move it like up 2 and then over 1, and some can move diagonal and some other shit.
Checkers do. So
that's it.
Do you do double jumps?
Yeah, I'll do double jumps. Damn right.
There it is. We got to play.
Period.
Let's go.
Alpha. King me, goddammit. I'm ready to go at any point. How do you play? Does black go first or does red go first?
White.
Ooh.
Oh,
it's checkers, dude.
It's checkers. That's a big question.
Dog, black is going first.
Okay, I agree.
We're getting it in.
Yeah, because before there's fire, there's always smoke.
There it is. Ooh.
Are you guys bonding over checkers?
Bro, that's like grade school shit. That's what I learned. Like
that shit is the
easiest game. There's always smoke. That's why black goes first.
Cookout is Uno, spades, and
checkers. Uno.
Yeah, spade. Let's do spades. I never played checkers at the cookout.
I'll say sometimes Uno gets phased out with that phase 10 game.
Oh, phase 10 is the shit. No, phase 10 is different.
Phase 10 is different. Phase 10 makes me want to fight some motherfuckers. That's some real shit. Because I'm about goddamn tired of having every wild card that cost me 50 points in my hand. I'm 1 or 2 cards away from phase 8 or 9, and then you call it right on me. Like, I will kick you in your fucking pussy. All right, like directly there, your penis. I will invert it to a pussy. I will rip out your clitoris to make it an extended little penis. I don't care. I will commit hate crimes right there on the spot. You fucking up my point tally.
You went way over there.
I did.
Yo, Jesus Christ, Terrance. Like, you gotta relax, bro. You gotta let that white side settle down sometimes, man.
I did go really white right there. I'm sorry.
That was extremely white, bro. That was
yeah.
With you on phase 10. I fuck with phase 10.
Dude,
but
it'll have you raging. Don't bullshit me. If y'all are trying to tell me that you don't rage just a little bit when you play phase 10, you're bullshit.
I rage on checkers, bro. I mean, I rage on chess.
On any game.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'm verbalizing the rage, and you guys are like, "Oh, you're taking it too far." You guys have been
inverted a penis,
right? Like shit, just so you could kick it.
Yeah, like
that was a lot, bro.
I do agree. It probably was a little bit. Just that part was a little.
That was a little white trash, bro. Hey, Stacy. So
I was hacked. I was hacked.
I'm trying to.
I changed my password.
Hey, yo, that shit was hilarious. That shit was fucking. Yo, what did you think about? What did you think about the Michael Shea situation? Michael Shea gets. I was about to say it too. I was about to perpetuate that lie.
So Michael Shea put out the deal about he wanted to write some Simone Biles jokes. But he said it on Instagram, put it out on his story. He's like, hit me with some Simone Biles jokes. I'll grade them. So people were doing it, and he was grading them. And it would be anything from people who are making Larry Nassar jokes to somebody said something like, who said black don't crack? And he was just rating them, whatever.
No. But the black don't crack joint it was wrong, but it was fucking hilarious.
It was funny. It was good timing, right? So he rates them, and then essentially the internet gets a hold of him and is like, how dare you, sir? Like, it's disgusting.
Did you see this?
The internet does what the internet does, right?
I did not see it.
So you can imagine how the internet does.
It's Simone, bruh. Right now, you have to go. Like I said, you gotta let her go through the process. Let her have her time. You know, mental illness is real hot right now. You went from you're not mentally ready to you had the goddamn twisties. Now is your head fucked up or are you shitting yourself? Which one is it? Okay. Yeah. And if you go in too early, the internet always wins.
Always.
The internet has never lost. It's never lost. I just think I'm like,
shut up right now.
But his apology, though, Stacy, was the best part. Eddie, you want to
I need to hear
with the
go ahead and tell him apology.
The apology was like, I'm so sorry, y'all. I was hacked. You know, I only make jokes about white people and cops. It's okay. I changed my password and we're good. Basically,
we're good to go. We're good to go now. Like it was Michael Shea from SNL.
If that wasn't the biggest,
you're not getting your black card back on that one.
If that wasn't
you taking his black card?
Let it go, Mike.
You taking the black card?
Because you can't do that and then come back and say you don't only make jokes about white folks.
No. He said he only makes jokes about white folks.
He was mocking.
He never made the joke. That's the kicker. He never made
it
the
out
joke
there for people to give you shit.
Right. And you think that's wrong? You never made fun. You never made a fun.
I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying go hard. If you're gonna go hard in the paint, you got to go hard all the way,
all day.
If you're gonna go hard. That's why I love Cat Williams. All day. There's no apologies. We're going. Dog, I put my foot on the gas. I'm going through the building.
No, he apologized that one time he got beat up by the little boy. Well, he got beat up by the 14-year-old.
Yeah, but that was also because he fought like a 14-year-old boy.
He got beat up.
You kind of have to apologize at that point, right? Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It never got to this situation where I'm 40 and I fought, a preteen. My bad. I was supposed to be the adult. I'm not built like an adult.
Over a soccer game because he was mad. Yeah. But the little boy was disrespectful. He deserved to get his ass whooped.
That's why I don't teach anymore.
Are you fighting a middle schooler if they get disrespectful with you, Eddie? Be real. You're not going to jail for it. Yeah, you're not going to jail for it.
It's always good to just say your mama. That's it.
That's it,
bro. I lost
little
a fight at
face.
a movie theater because I found out that they were like 12 years old. So let's not forget this situation. I'm not fighting no kid. I'm way too big to be fighting a kid though.
Yo, you lose regardless.
Either way,
you leave. Kids
either way, and they don't fight fair. They don't know how to square up and fight you 1-on-1. They like to jump you.
Yeah,
I know.
They're rats and roaches.
I know what I was like when I was young. I probably would have been in one of those like groups of dudes that have been like, yeah, he did say some shit. Fuck him. And then you just get amped up and it's time to go smash somebody.
Right.
Yep.
Inverted penis.
Exactly. Sometimes you got to invert a penis. Stacy gets it, man. I'm telling you.
Nobody gets it. Nobody gets it.
Sometimes you just got to be like, look, motherfucker, like, I'm kicking that dick in. It's now inverted to a pussy, and I'm kicking you in the pussy.
God. Yeah. Yo, hey, Stacy, so now listen. Hey, Terrance, because we got to work through it. We got to work through this, Terrance. Stacy, have you ever dealt with clubs not wanting you on their stage?
Absolutely.
Ooh, yeah.
So how do you move past that shit? Do you just say, fuck them, book in the same seat?
Yeah.
Do you ever publicly say fuck them?
No.
Or is it just
no?
I was gonna say it's got to be that one. Yeah. It's got to be that one, and that's kind of
that's why Terrance is banned right now, Stacy.
Yeah.
No. I didn't name any. I didn't name anything.
I mean, yeah, we live that situation. No, it is what it is. It's weird. It's really weird, and especially when other promoters book the club for their. It's not through the club, but they have a show at the club and put you on the show.
Right.
And the owner's pissed. So I get that a lot.
Oh, you've had that happen?
Oh, I have, yeah. Recently.
When you've had those scenarios
soon.
When you've had those scenarios, how did the process go? Like, did somebody come up to you and look and be like, "You're fucking done here"? That's that, or is it they just straight ignore you and they're like, "I'm blacklisting you," and that's that? Or how did that work?
9 times out of 10, the club owners aren't man enough to talk to you at all. So you hear it through the grapevine, and then it's just common sense. You don't get booked anymore.
Right.
Your picture was on the wall, it comes down, and you're just like, wow, this is real. And recently,
you took your picture down?
Oh, it's been down for years.
Wow.
And then, but never says anything to you. Won't.
Right.
Won't do anything. And and for me, the one club owner had a personal relationship with, real good. So I thought, but when you don't kiss people's asses, then they get upset. And I don't do what you tell me to do. I walk to the beat of my own drum. I'm a freelance star. We're freelance contractors. You can't tell me I don't work here or I can't work this place. So I do what I do. I keep working. So anyway,
I get what you're saying.
Recently, I got one of my guys came into town. Headliner was like, "Dog, I want you to work with me this weekend. Cool, let's do it."
Right.
Dog, 6 sold out shows. I mean, this is before they even get there. And I get a call. And he's like, "Yo, what the hell did you do to the owner?" I'm like, "Dude, I told you he doesn't like mess with me anymore." He was like, "No," but the guy's never said anything to me. But he told the booking agents, these other comics can work my club, but Stacy Carver cannot work my club.
Wow.
I mean, that's
deep.
recent. Yeah, that deep. And it's because it's coming out of his pocket.
Right.
He's like, I'm not paying you. Like,
paying for
somebody else can, rent my club and they do what they do, but I'm not paying this dude. And that's when it became real. And it's been years. And like I said, I knew it, but to hear it,
right, it makes a difference.
Verbalize this to a booking agent,
right?
And that
was crazy.
That's where I'm at with this particular situation. Is that I don't even know what the offense would be, though I have suspicions of what it could be. Even though I would have at least liked an opportunity to apologize and be like, "Hey, I didn't realize it was whatever," because it would have been an honest misstep on my part. But
I wouldn't have done that.
You wouldn't have apologized. I'm just saying it's the things that like professionally. That's right. Like if I did something, I'm going to apologize.
Absolutely. I don't have a problem with apologizing. But
I'm not gonna mine was something like that.
I didn't listen to you.
Yeah,
right.
You telling me what to do. You don't tell me what to do. I'm a grown ass.
That's
man.
my point. That's why I'm not apologizing.
I have a business. I have a very successful business. You have a successful business. I helped you grow your business.
Yeah,
right.
And this is what you do because I go work some other place. You're crazy.
And mine is just no response across anything, and so that's where I'm like, that's where my hair started to raise a little bit.
See, I've always been the guy that understood. I always knew why somebody didn't like me. If somebody doesn't like me, I can pinpoint what almost to the exact moment why they don't like me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like without them ever saying something. Right. I'm really good at that shit. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Unless it was something like outlandish, I was drunk and just fucked up, nigga, I would never apologize. Ever. Like, because it's certain shit that you do, like, especially when it comes to working a place or stage performance, right? Like, if that's why you don't like me, I can't fuck with you. Like, I just can't.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But that's both of your situations. That's the point. Like, both you worked the club already before, Terrance.
If I had a misstep where I crossed the like in for example, maybe there was something in the fine print of rules or something that I missed, or something that I didn't read over or forgot in the process of just going on stage, just hitting that little bit of stride that I felt like I hit, and maybe I blanked out a rule and hit over something, whatever the case might be.
Rule. What the fuck?
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, what I would do is apologize and say, look, that was not my intention. This is what happened. I blanked out, and this is just my comedic style. But I'm not apologizing for the joke. I'm not apologizing for my comedic style. I'm apologizing for the misstep. That's that.
But they would have to come to you as a professional and say, hey, these are the rules that you violated.
Right.
They didn't do that. It's not, like I said, that's
who cares? So why do you care?
Can't come to me as a grown person, as a business owner, and say, hey, these are my rules. You violated them. And then we have a discussion about it.
Right.
That's my point, Stacy.
Get out of here.
No, but that's why I told you, Eddie, like I've stoicism, right? The only thing a man actually has in life is choices. And realistically, I can choose to respond to this one way and be shitty. I can choose to fucking wallow in my own self-pity, or I can choose to move on. I'm moving the fuck on.
And I say move on, be great, because in this world, if you put asses in seats, guess what? They're going to book you.
So that was the thing, Stacy. So I just said this to somebody, like somewhere that we were that shall not be named doesn't book me either, right? And I know the reason. But I also run a bigger show than them. Like, it's you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like one of those things where I'm like, dude, listen, sometimes people are not going to rock with you. Right. And you just gotta be like, hey, look, I did my due diligence. Now, when it comes to certain clubs, and this, I don't know if this has always been, Stacy, so correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of clubs want you to come up and their quote unquote system or go through somebody else's that they respect system, right? So, like, if you're in the DMV, like, DC Improv is the premier, and then Magoobies will book you if you've been through DC Improv, or if you've been through DC Comedy Law will book you if you've been through DC Improv, and then, like, you know what I'm saying? So, and then it trickled down. If not, they want you to go through their system.
Right.
And so what I tell comics all the time is, like, when you first start out, just go through the fucking system. Like, just don't worry about this shit. You're worried about way too much. Don't worry about putting on your own shows and all this other shit. Like, worry about being a comic. Just go through the fucking system. Because if you don't, what's going to wind up happening is you're going to get to a level where they don't fuck with you. Do you think that's
where you fit in?
Right.
Get in where you fit in, whatever club it. Even if the club doesn't rock with me, but I know they'll rock with you, I'll give you advice to get into that club.
Right.
Because I know, like, who am I to block someone's blessings?
Right.
You know, I want to see everybody win.
Right.
There's enough room out here for all of us to
everybody.
Win.
Cheryl Underwood told me that 20 years ago. She said, Stace, this pie is big enough for everybody to eat. Get yours. Get yours. She said, put a show on. She's in a sorority as well. She was like, Stace, do a D9 comedy show. God, this is 20 years ago. She still had on Sassoon jeans. I don't know if you know what Sassoon jeans are. Okay?
No, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
She had on Sassoon jeans. She was driving herself to shows. It wasn't even, God, we weren't even thinking about the View at that time. She had braces. And this chick is like, the club owner is treating her like crap. And she's giving me advice. And she's like, Stace, do the show, do all the black fraternity and sororities, put them all on the shows. She said, I might not be able to do the show with you, but do it. You're going to be successful at it because the pie is big enough.
Right.
And honestly, the last time I think it was maybe 10 years later, I worked with Cheryl again on Comic View. And then I haven't worked with her since. And she's now,
sure.
with you. She's Cheryl.
Yeah.
So it's true, dog. You just keep grinding. Don't worry about who doesn't like you, because somebody else is. And it's the same thing with anybody. You can have 1 million followers, everybody loves you. That one bad comment will mess your whole day up.
Right.
I love that.
I don't.
Joe
Yeah,
Rogan talks about that often.
Yeah.
He says that's why he doesn't read the comments. He said because he would go through the thousands of like, look at how awesome the podcast is growing, yada yada yada. But it'd be that one that's buried after all those thousands that he just ruminate on, and it's like,
right.
That's like I said, that's part of my thing is you can't control it anyways. This entire game was never meant for everybody to like you anyways.
Right.
Kevin Hart isn't liked by everybody, even when he put out what I think was his greatest comedy album in Seriously Funny. So,
yeah,
I am mad at. I was asking you, Stacy, because like you see comedy clubs, and I'm petty as fuck. I just want to make sure there's no like if they ever want to look back on like if I ever like let me explain this one time. I would do this, but if I ever get millions from comedy, best believe every comedy club that I don't fuck with, I'm either gonna buy that motherfucker, like just throwing away money. That's how petty I am. Like I'm either gonna go put a club next to that bitch. Yeah. I'm gonna put a fucking club next to your shit and be like, fuck your club. Like I can't. I'm petty. Like, but a lot of these clubs, a lot of people. I try to explain this to people from observation. And again, you OG, so you can tell me more. Sometimes it's not that you're not funny. It's just sometimes people don't like you for whatever the reason is. They just don't like you, and that's why they don't book you. Yeah.
I mean, it's like that with promoters, comedy club managers, bookers. I like Terrance.
Right.
I don't like Eddie.
Right.
It's just it is what it is.
Right.
And favor's not fair.
Yeah.
That's who I'm going to book.
That's the thing, right? Like you learn pretty early on, but you're probably a little more reluctant to admit it. But comedy's not a meritocracy, right? Like I think we can all admit that. It's not a meritocracy. No. It's not just about how funny you are and how good you are. There's so much more to it.
Right.
And so that's why it's one of those things that I was curious more so of how it typically tends to go in the ignoring fact, because you tend to hear either side. You hear the owner somehow got real ballsy or whatever and went to the comic's face and just berated them like they were children, which I'm not standing for. Like,
I've seen that.
I'm not your fucking child. Yeah. And then also the ignoring completely as if like you fell off the face of the earth. And it's like,
I don't speak.
I don't deserve like a, hey, this is why. Like, okay, cool. Fuck it.
But then, like, so have you had to have that conversation, Stacy, with people like, hey, listen, man, stop complaining. Like, because this goes to another statement, but like, stop complaining about people not being booked. Like, sometimes people are just booked because people like them more. Like, you can't look at it like who's funny. Like, have you had that conversation with people?
Absolutely. I mean, it is what it is. Like, he's likable. She's likable.
Right.
This is her season or his season. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
You can't.
So has it always been like that though?
Absolutely. It's human nature, bro.
That's what I said to somebody else.
And
you click with who you click with.
You click with who you click with. Hey, you know what? And we've all been there. Like, this dude is not funny, or this comic is not that funny, but they're getting all the work right now.
Right.
Because they just have, for right now, they just have it.
Right.
For whatever reason it is. You know? And you can't, I'm not blocking somebody's blessing. I'm not going to talk bad about somebody.
Right.
You know? It is what it is. I mean, people go hard. You know, like I said, I don't want to say anybody's name. You know, but it's right now from the DMV who are like, they're famous, and the person who opens up for them is hilarious, and to me, like, becoming a comic genius.
Right.
But he's not the star. You know, he's becoming one.
Right.
You know, in his own right. But the star is not even a real comic.
But star, like, and that was one thing that I was trying to say to somebody else, right? Stardom is different, right? Like, than just being funny. And like sometimes we try to mix the two, but some people are just fucking stars, and then some people are just fucking funny. Like so, and you brought up Tony Wood's show, right? At Improv. First off, like if you missed that show, I feel bad for you. Like Red Grant punished it.
Laughing Lenny
punished it.
My favorite comic, Mike Washington.
And that's who I was about to bring. I was trying to say everybody else before I said Mike Washington. Mike Washington is one of the funniest motherfuckers I have ever seen in my fucking life.
Ever.
Like, this is not a game, bro.
Now, is that your first time seeing him?
No.
Okay.
But that was, when I say that was, it like every time I see him, it reminds me how nasty he is. You get what I'm saying? Like Tony's on my GOAT list, right? Tony's on my GOAT list. And I just said this to somebody else. I was like, Tony's my GOAT, and especially from DC. He's on my GOAT list, like in my top 5. Him and Dave split top 5 for me, right? Mike Washington is up there. He's
I said they're the same person.
They split my top 5, right? Like, but when I say that to people that don't know who Tony is or don't recognize, that haven't seen Tony in a long time, they don't know anything of what I'm saying. When I'm like, no, they're my top. They split my top 5, right? Like both of them, they share the same slot. But Mike Washington is in my top 10. I have never seen a guy who, and it's like all his curse words are in perfect spots. Like they could be there, they don't have to be there. They could be there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do they emphasize it? Like they just they excite the joke. It's like an exclamation point in real time. It's fucking phenomenal. And he talks about whatever the fuck he wants to talk about.
His flow is amazing. His timing, his voice inflections.
Yes.
I mean, he was like you're watching somebody who was made to do this.
Yes.
He's just made to do it. I love him. I mean,
but
he's the one.
But he's not famous.
But
he's not famous. And that was my point. Like, I hope to have him on the show.
Underwood. He opens
to Cheryl. Yeah.
I mean, for years. And I'm like, Mike, why aren't you taking these opportunities? Like, at one time, it was like, Mike, why aren't you taking these opportunities when you're at these clubs to build your own brand?
Right.
But he was one of those comics who was just like, look, I'm comfortable working underneath of her. I'm good. You know, and he reminds me, like, Cheryl did for him what, and this is just my opinion, you know, and they are getting their shine now, what Kevin Hart does for the Plastic Cup
Boys.
I mean, they don't have to go hard. I mean, even though, and they're all phenomenal in their own rights.
Right.
But I mean, and Kevin took it to a whole nother level. But I mean, you actually are just an opening act that became like millionaires.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I'm not going to disrupt anything. I'm gonna let you know who you are. I'm not going to try to be bigger than you at all.
Right.
No, if I tried to, I probably could be.
Right.
But I would disrupt the water. The ecosystem would be totally fucked up.
Right.
And that's what Mike did. I mean, I remember, God, we're going back years, how long he's been with her. Like, he bought his family like a 5-bedroom house. Like, he was a man. Like, look, I opened for Cheryl, and I bought this like $500,000 house. Just open up door.
But he's funny. Like, it's like, I wouldn't say, like, and I can't speak for him. Hopefully when we have him on the show, he talks about it. But I won't say, I don't know if he wants to stay on the show. You know him way longer than me. I just know that, like, there's certain people, and I said this, and people disagree with me. And I said, I truly believe that some of the funniest fucking people that do stand-up comedy cannot sell out clubs. I think people miss that. I think a lot of the people who sell out clubs are just stars or people that are well known, but they don't. Not necessarily are they always the funniest.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what I love about Sher, what I love about Kevin, what I love about Samore, those people who have just hellified opening acts, like their opening acts are fire.
And they have to follow that shit.
And they got to follow. And they don't
have to follow that.
Samore's been taking Toure on
tour. Dog.
Yeah, like
that's called.
Yeah,
and
like
give zeros. Like, come on.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm some more. I mean, that's a level of like to be a star. I was just talking to somebody about this. Like, to be a star, you have to be ready for that.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have to be
different levels.
You can't. Everybody. It's like, and you know what? Talking about Simone Biles. You know, like MJ. It didn't happen with MJ.
Yeah, it did.
Anybody who's great, Tyson.
Yeah, it did.
Tyson.
Yeah, it did.
You know, like
whoa. Yes, it did.
When,
yes,
bro?
It did.
When?
Mike had to sit down for a whole year and a half.
Dog, it wasn't because he wasn't training right anymore.
No, his father died. His mental was out. We learned about this in The Last Dance. Boom. He talks about it in the last Mike mental shot him up, and the nigga fucking had to go to jail for a second.
No,
I wish I would have ranked that.
No. Your father dying is different.
We don't know what's happened with her though. We don't know what's happening with her right now.
It's not the weight of everything of me performing at my best has me down.
You don't think so? You don't think
you don't my issue? If your dad dies, I don't know about my father. My dad, you know, my hero died.
I understand that, but we've seen other people have people die.
Or people are holding me to the standard and I can't live it. I can't meet up to it.
I think you're giving them out, man. I think you're giving them out, Stacy. I don't want to have an MJ LeBron conversation.
No, but that's why those people are special. I'm just saying that's why those folks are everybody.
No, I'm with you though. I'm with you with that. I'm with you on that.
You know, the Beyonce. I mean, somebody books you for the Super Bowl.
Like, yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Twice.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And we're not paying you, but you still got to be fired.
Right.
That's another level.
Different level.
Different
level.
Yeah. Totally. I respect those comics who have opening acts that are hellified headliners on their own and bring all the time. They come to destroy stages.
Yeah, that should.
Acts like okay, and that's different.
But they understand. But they understand the game. I think in the more thorough sense, in that you create a better show that way. I don't know how many times I've seen other comics put on shows and intentionally try to stack the lineup to where the younger, more inexperienced people are at the front of the show, and then maybe they've got
but that's different levels. That's different levels because you're talking about people that got like 8 people on a fucking show.
Sure,
like, these motherfuckers going on a show with 2.
No, understood. Now, have you guys been put off a show yet? Now I'm asking you questions.
Yes.
So. Because the headliner didn't want you on the show anymore.
Oh no, I haven't had that yet.
Oh,
that's different.
Yeah, you're too
funny.
That's
different. That's yeah. I've heard of it though.
So I've heard of it way too much. That happened. I was doing a weekend at a club, and I'm killing. I'm killing. 3 shows the first night. First night, every show I'm murdering. They switched me from host to feature, back to host. Told me went from 15 minutes. Next show doing 5 minutes. Next show, dude, only do 2 minutes. Bring the featurette right up. I got a standing ovation in a minute. Did the show. The third show, I got a standing ovation hosting.
Oh,
right?
Man. That's funny as fuck. That's funny as fuck. Just bring out your best joint out the break.
Virginia House of Comedy. The show ends, the third show ends, we're at the end of the night. No, it's Friday night. The owner said, Stace, I'm just giving you your money now. They don't want you on the show anymore.
Wow.
Now, I'm in my feelings with this headliner, but I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's his management, right? So years later, we're at the, matter of fact, the Comedy Factory was at Paraplant Live.
Yep. I remember that.
So I'm doing the midnight show. I'm headlining the midnight show. And it just so happens the headliner for that weekend years ago was there for the weekend. He's like, Stace, I'm staying for your show. And I'm like, cool. So I watch his show, and Alabama is killing. I'm like, oh God, okay, go Bama. The feature acts.
Don't.
Yo, the headliner gets on stage and says, yo, if I'd have known the host was that funny, I wouldn't have put him on the show.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, just out loud. And I had never heard him say this before. And he's like, yo, you ever wonder why the opening acts aren't good? That's why. Yo, it's all about me.
Yeah. Fact.
And I mean, and at that point, I can't be mad.
But then it steps your level up, though, doesn't it? Like if somebody come out there and fire it up.
That's if you want your levels. It's only, like I said, you have to be mentally ready for that. I mean, there are folks who have in their writers, like, I only want a female comic opening up for me.
Yeah. But they're not doing it because of, like, they want to show, you know what I'm saying, that they
right. And I mean, it was a particular comic. It was like, yo, man, it's funny because the club doesn't book me anymore. But anyway, the owner called me, had me on the show, and he said, Stace, I'm sorry, I got to take you off the show because I didn't read his writer. He only wants a white female comic opening up for him.
Ari Spears. No. So
I'm not saying that.
I'm just joking.
So yeah, dog. But then you got
hopefully we have him on the podcast.
We want that. We gotta want that.
No, and I think like this is the thing. Like, I explained this a week because we already had an hour and a half. Let's jump out in a sec. But this has been fucking awesome. The one thing that I can say is that some people use the excuse that, oh, I want a different voice. That's why I brought up Ari Spears. I don't know if it was him or not that you was on.
He's a monster.
And he's a monster. He was like, I don't want black people in front of me, not because I don't like black people on my shows. He was like, if you can get a black voice that's way different than mine, then cool, put them on the show. But for the most part, when I can't see people, or if I don't know who's going to feature for me, I have to say, go down this lane because majority of the time, that person is very opposite of me. And I say all of that to say that that's only some headliners and certain clubs, and I think me and you are talking about the same club. Certain clubs do that to people that don't need it. And for instance, Tony opens up for a show and they put two people in front of Tony, and I'm not shitting on anybody because the people that open for him are friends, but they put two people in front of him that have completely opposite, like literally on the opposite coast styles of comedy. Like they're not even in the fucking atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it was just like, why would you do that?
Right.
You don't have, like, you should be at like certain clubs don't allow headline, or they think they know more than the headliner to who to put in front of them. And it's the weirdest shit. Why is that? Do you have you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's a control thing. I want to control everything that happens in my club. Matter of fact, so it happened, I told you, with the one club, the headliner happened with me. So the headliner told the club, you don't, because the club, the owner said, I'll book the person to replace Stacy. And he told him, hell no, you won't. So I picked my feature acts. So now you fuck with me and my show. So now if you don't want Stacy on the show, it's just going to be the host and me. That's it.
Wow.
That's all I'm having.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that.
I'm performing.
Right.
And that's what happened. That's what happened.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's
so
crazy.
then you have other headliners who are just like, yo, I'm bringing my features with me because I don't trust the club owners to book them.
Right. And it can go both sides. You got some people that just bring killers on the road with them, and then you got some people that just bring lackadaisical people that's not going to grow, so that they don't have to grow. Like somebody was like somebody was telling me about a Vegas. It's a comic in Vegas, and this motherfucker doesn't have to change his set, like for the last 8 years, because literally nobody's really coming to Vegas to see him. He's not one of the main attractions. He's just a comic that performs in Vegas and has a residency, right? But the show gets packed out because when all the other shows are sold out, his show is still available. And he just gets all of that overflow. So he doesn't change his set. So it's like, you don't have to book, when you have shit like that, or you have a lasting name, you don't have to book killers in front of you, because motherfuckers are coming out to your show either way.
Right. I'm the killer. I mean, and I understand that. You want to be the killer as a headliner. you know. And like I used to call LL the little gorilla. Like, yo, you come to destroy every stage. No, headliners they're not going to like you. You know, right. So it's like, I know, it's folks who are like, yo, I thought you opened up for such and such. Yeah, they put me off the show. I was doing too good. I was funnier than the headliner.
So do you stop like because everybody knows grandstanding, right? Versus like if you drop my minutes down, then yeah, I'm gonna grandstand the fuck out your ass. I'm coming out with the best joke I got in the book.
Working or not?
But and I was about to say that, like, so like, is it you have grandstanding and then you just have naturally funnier than you? Like, what the fuck do you do then? When it's like, I don't do shit. Like, I'm just funnier than this motherfucker.
You hope that the host does their job and brings the goddamn crowd down a little, man. Let me just operate back at the median level. All right, that's what I need. Bring them down. Good host, bring it down, bro.
when you're trying to grow in this game, you know, I mean, the variables are so many. Like you said, you get in where you fit in.
Right.
If you get in with a good crew, and y'all rock together and y'all can grow, you know, that's beautiful. Like I said, if you can get to a Kevin Hart plastic cup situation,
right.
Awesome. If you can get to a situation where you're opening up for all the funny bones around the country in the improvs, you're good.
Yeah.
Everybody else, dog, we fighting to get in. I don't care how long you've been in this game. I mean, there are headliners who've never headlined the improv.
Yeah, no,
totally. Have mad TV credits.
Yeah,
in the improv, give zeros, and that Tony Woods, prime example. All these years, all these years,
they let them headline when another headliner calls out.
Come on,
yeah,
but has a sellout show every time. It's the weirdest. It's some of the weirdest shit I've ever seen. No sense at all.
It makes
no sense at all.
You seen them say, "Hey, you know, this is Joe Clear's night," or "This is Red Grant's night."
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that was and no. So I actually got to I hang out with Tony a lot, because I open for him on the road. So like it's like I get to see certain conversations, and I'm not gonna say to whom or where, but he was like, yeah, like a lot of the people that was up on stage tonight, I just. You know what I'm saying? I wanted the improv to see, like, these are the legends from your city that open up outside of your city, but haven't worked your city.
Right.
It doesn't and then I was like, hold up. And like, I'm literally looking and I was like, hold up. Red Grant doesn't headline the improv? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, nigga, this is Red Grant.
Who he is.
Right. Joe Claire's don't headlines. He's running for mayor now. Yeah. He announced it there, actually. Right. Well, I don't know if he announced it before.
No, Tony did.
No, he didn't announce it beforehand.
Oh, Tony announced that he was going to do it. Yeah. But Joe Claire doesn't work the improv. Mike Washington doesn't work the improv. And you're just like, yo, what the fuck?
And the cool part about Tony that night, Tony was like, Stacy, you going on? He's just giving everybody. He's like, everybody gets 5 minutes.
Oh yeah. But they wouldn't get me on. They wouldn't. He
was trying to say, Tony, I'll wait for the next show.
Yo, yeah. I had my daughter and I got there late. And the motherfuckers was like, yeah, you guys stand on the soundboard. I said, hold up, what? It was like, yeah, you guys stay over by the soundboard. Because they was like, yeah, you can't go to the green room. Now I'm watching everybody walk back and forth past the green room. And this motherfucker was like, nah, you guys stay at the soundboard or you gotta leave. Oh, bro.
Listen, like the green room there isn't right directly off to the right.
No. The soundboard is on to the left. He didn't want me at the right.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like it's not directly behind everybody.
No. This would, and I can tell you what it was, but it's for a story for another day when I don't need to improv ever again. Hey, Stacy, what you got coming up so we can get you out of here, man? We see you over there.
There's a lot. I told you got a lot going on. Look, go to my Facebook, my Instagram. Everything is on there. All the different dates. We are I'll be at Magoobies, August 30th. From another promoter.
So
we're gonna close out. We'll close out August.
Awkward.
We have Pierre's Backyard, August 28th. We getting it in. Then we're in Philly in September. I'm in VA. Go to the page. I don't have everything in front of me.
Yo, make sure y'all go to Stacy Carver's page. Stacy, thank you so much. OG.
Thank you, OG.
For having me.
Thank you, OG.
Y'all the greatest.
Nah,
You the MVP. You the MVP.
You are. You are.
You the MVP.
And F them clubs, bro. Go to those clubs that are not booking you and invert their penises.
That's why I'm mad with it. That's why I'm mad.
Y'all heard it here, Stacy Carver.
With it.
He gets
Whatever you want, whatever you need, it's on tab. Get it. That's why I'm mad with it.